the Jonathan Taylor trade request popped up across the screen. I was like, wow, like Jonathan Taylor is going to be key to the Indianapolis Colts, and especially Anthony Richardson's success within the first couple of years. Well, this year is definitely going to be a development year for him, but he's going to be key. Jonathan Taylor is going to be key for Anthony Richardson. But yeah, Saturday evening, I believe Jonathan Taylor had a meeting with General Manager Jim Irsay. He requested a trade. Jim Irsay declined it. Like, this is not happening at all. I'm paraphrasing this, by the way. And we're sitting here now. We can sit here and we could do some hypotheticals, put together some trade predictions. But I did want to go over what Jonathan Taylor has one more year left on his contract. He's going to be earning what $4 million. And the concerning part for me with the Jonathan Taylor contract, with this whole running back situation not getting paid, has been a big issue over the past couple of weeks. Like, I guess it's just known that the Indianapolis Colts are not going to want to pay him what he wants to be paid. I'm assuming that's what this meeting was about. And I'm looking at it now where everybody, all the teams around the league, general managers, head coaches, they like, hey, we don't need to pay a premium for a star running back. Like, we're only looking to pay what, maybe $5 million a year for a running back. Saquon Barkley just got signed his franchise tag with the $10 million tag, but it can go up to like $11 million in incentives. And I was like, maybe for the running back position, they should just do like a year to year basis where they can get like a guaranteed $10 million. And then if they can teams can assess those running backs after each year. And then they decide after that, they want to get paid. So now when we get down to the trade request aspect of it, I'm like, okay, due to the level of productivity, Jonathan Taylor, the workload he can take, and for a team to want to go out and pay him $10 million a year, it's a very, very short list. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with my team. Why not the Miami Dolphins? The Dolphins have been in the running back market all off season, even though we end up drafting Devon Achane in the 2023 draft. We still got Ryan Mostert, we still got Jeff Wilson, but we need a premium back with this outside zone scheme that we run. I like Jonathan Taylor in this scheme, and he could take a lot of pressure off of Tua. Like, the Dolphins is a team where I would like them to be a run team, a run first team, where they can also take a lot of pressure off of Tua as well, preventing him from drop back and making passes more than he's supposed to. I did have the Buffalo Bills up here, but again, it comes down to level of productivity. Like, how will he be utilized? Will he be taking a bulk share of the carries? But when you have a Josh Allen that's able to sling the rock the way that Josh Allen's able to sling the rock, I'm just sitting there like, I don't know. And then, like I said, like, it's a 1 year rental. It's going to be a 1 year rental. Then you're going to have to be forced to pay him a premium. Are you willing to pay a $10+ million contract, annually per year, for a Jonathan Taylor if you're the Buffalo Bills? I don't think so. Then we got the Minnesota Vikings. After the departure of Dalvin Cook, what we're sitting with Alexander Mattison as the lead guy in Minnesota. Now, Dalvin Cook went on record and stated he knew it was time when Minnesota was going to be up because they was making the transition to being a passing football team. So I'm thinking to myself, if the Minnesota Vikings, they didn't want to pay Dalvin Cook, what makes you think they would want to pay a Jonathan Taylor? I don't think that's it's a good landing spot for him. Then I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers currently sitting right now. Rachaad White is going into his second season as the running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got Kyle Trask, and you got Baker Mayfield as your starting quarterbacks. I can see this happening for Jonathan Taylor because he could take a lot of pressure off those two guys. And they won't have to be forced to force themselves into being responsible for the sole responsibility of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. Then we have the Chicago Bears. We have Khalil Herbert. I have high expectations for Khalil Herbert, but if push come to shove, I can see Jonathan Taylor coming into the Chicago Bears, taking some pressure off of Justin Fields, be able to run some read option. Like I can see this happen. Like there would be a dangerous combination, and they could put themselves as being the front runners in the NFC North. And then last but not least, I have the Los Angeles Rams. Cam Akers, I would say not exactly the start of the career that I was expecting him to have. And the Los Angeles Rams loved to run a lot of play action, take a lot of pressure off of Matthew Stafford. You add a Jonathan Taylor. Sean LeVay will utilize him like to the maximum. I like it. But again, I want to go back to this contract. It's a 1-year rental. Currently collected $4 million this year. I can predict the asking price for an extension annually per year is going to be at least 11 or 12. These teams are going to have to make a decision here, depending on what they're going to have to give up to get a Jonathan Taylor, if this is really worth it. Because again, there's no guarantee that Jonathan Taylor would sign back with these teams.